Dr. Joyce Morley Ball, relationship expert, TV and radio show host, author, and motivational speaker, helps you to discover your everyday superheroes. Dr. Joyce is affectionately known as the Love Doctor. Sit back and take a journey with Dr. Joyce Morley Ball as she helps you to recognize the hero in you as you discover your everyday superheroes.
When we look at people who mean so much in our lives, can you call a roll today? Can you actually say, here are the people that make such a difference in my life, not just for what they do, but for who they are? Those of you who are not speaking to your mother, shame on you. Mothers who are not speaking to your daughters, shame on you. Because if it were not for your mother, where would you be? To think about it. We'd have some empty seats here in the house. You wouldn't be here. So we have to give thanks. So we have to begin to look at these people played a role, and we call the role, we'll know where they've been in our lives. They're instrumental. We have to begin to look at the fact that we need to pick up the phone sometime. Take time out of your busy schedule and say, thank you. I love you. You know what? You mean so much to me, Mom. You mean so much to me, daughter. I would not be complete without you, my best friend. And then we have levels of friendship. There's some that are just friends, some acquaintances, and then there are those best ones. So you have to decide, but take time out every day to say, let me call and check on my friend and see what my friend is doing and what's going on with my friend. Heroes are the ones, when you can't remember yesterday, that can help you remember. And you know, as we get older, we go downstairs and we come upstairs like, what did I come upstairs for? So those heroes are the ones who come back and say, you know what, influence over you. Guess what? You're only getting old in age, but everything's together. Alzheimer's has not set in yet. You've got to love yourself so greatly. You've got to love yourself that you can just sleep with yourself, that you can eat with yourself, you can get up and be with yourself. And then when you get up in the morning and you go to the bathroom and you look in the mirror, you love yourself so much. Now, I don't mean being vain. I don't mean being conceited. I don't mean any of those things, but you love yourself so much, you look in the mirror every morning and you say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? It's got to be me. It's okay to bend, but you don't have to break. And you can get back up. There's nothing wrong with falling. The problem is not falling, it's not getting back up. I talk about it in my book, Seeds for the Harvest of a Lifetime. You will fall, you will fail, and you will falter, but you must get back up. There's nothing wrong with losing. It's quitting that's the problem. And so as women, we want to hold up everybody's banner. Hold up the building, hold up the men, hold up the women, hold up the children. When do you hold up yourselves? Part of looking at your past is saying, you know what, this thing happened to me. So what if I didn't have all the money? I grew up on a farm. I came from a one-parent family. I had an abortion at 20. I didn't marry the guy that was going to marry me when I was 23, and you're probably better off without him anyhow. So you made mistakes. You've got to let it go. You've got to let it go and move on. Keep looking through the windshield and not through the rear view. So part of that superheroism is being able to let my past go, look at it behind me, only glance at it as I keep moving forward. We have to be careful of telling people, oh, pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. Sometimes you may have to go out as a hero and buy the boots. As a hero, you might have to go out there and show them how to be able to find the straps, hold them while they're bent over so that they don't fall over, and make sure that they stand back up. You have to recognize, and I talk about this, is that there's a parking lot in your life. Some people are just there to be couriers. Drop off the package and keep going. Some people have a short-term parking where they have meters. Drop the money in, it expires in a day, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, you let them go. Then there are the others. You know, the day parkers, the monthly parkers, they pay the fees, they're short-term, they've done what they needed to do in your life for a month, for a day, let them run on. Then you know there are the long-term parkers. They're those who are there in your life for a long time, forever and a day. So it's recognizing, are they couriers Are they short-term meters? What do they fit in my life? And letting it be. Why would you have friends in your life or heroes in your life? Every time you call them up, they're miserable. They want you to be miserable too. You know, misery loves company. And you have to say to them, you know what? I hear the misery, I hear the pain, but I'm not going to let you keep knocking on my knees. I'm going to stand up. I can't be a part of this. I won't. And you know what? I love you too much to keep watching you be miserable also. My philosophy is I don't know everything, but what I don't know, I know someone else who does know. If you have the right attitude, you have the right altitude that you'll get to, then you can have the right friendships. You will have people around you that are so important because they'll say, you know what? Jane has such a great attitude. Nobody wants to be with a whiny woman all the time. People ask me, Dr. Joyce, are you really that happy all the time? Why should I sit and cry all the time? It's not going to fix anything. And superheroes are not created. They're born. There's something inside of you that makes you love yourself, makes you love people, makes you care about people. So you already, from a little girl, started out being a superhero. Your time just hadn't come yet. Now it's here. You are that superhero. You don't have to be Wonder Woman. You don't need a crown on your head. You don't need the cape. You don't need to come out from the back or go in a telephone booth. You're still okay. A superhero appreciates everything. A superhero knows that he or she is not responsible for anything but through the grace of a higher power. A superhero says, I have looked at my past and accepted it no matter how dim it seemed. I operate in my present in preparation for my future. Now, I want you all to reach down and pick up your imaginary mirror. Pick up your mirror. Okay, hold it in front of you, and I want you to repeat after me. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest in the land? It must be the person in the mirror I hold in my hand. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Thank you for watching. You can contact Dr. Joyce Morley Ball at 770-808-6570 or Joyce at drjoyce.com. That's Joyce at DOCTOR Joyce.com. You can also visit Dr. Joyce's website at drjoyce.com. That's www.doctorjoyce.com.